Hello, welcome to my spiritual channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer. In this channel, we take esoteric clouds to do some esoteric cloud surfing, which is riding the frequency and vibrations to get to different places with our spirit. Alright? So, an esoteric cloud is a lighter vessel, a less dense vessel that our spirit can enter and use to travel to higher realms, to lighter realms of existence, and from there learn new types of information and feel new types of feelings, experience new ideas, experience imaginations that are lighter and less dense than the ones that are available to us in this more dense realm that we call Earth. Alright? And from there on, we can know what's coming in our way. We can change how we live life. We can change how we see life, and not just what we do, but how we do it. That's the main thing as well. Okay? And yesterday, I made a video talking about the placements that we are currently experiencing, and I said I'll later bring a video about with the alignment, but that other video took a long time to upload and I had other things to do. So today, here we are to bring you my perspective of the alignments that we are experiencing right now. Just a quick note, yesterday the moon was in Pisces, realm of dreams, illusions and creativity. Diz, onde é que estava? Podes.
Agora lembrei-me que tinha comprado maçãs renditas. Já é da cor das maçãs.
Não acredito. Estava na caixa das maçãs.
Estava.
Olha.
Mas pronto.
That was my mom. She had lost her wallet and she was very worried about it. Luckily, she found it. Okay. So yesterday, the moon was in Pisces. That is, yes, just tuning back in. So we were reacting and responding. We were feeling comfortable with a world of illusions, dreams, nightmares, creativity, far out imaginations, new type of imaginations. Alright? And in a world that was really like everything was in emotions, everything was underwater, but not very deep water, just a very big ocean where it was very easily to connect our emotions. Today the moon is in Aries. Alright? So this is reacting and responding to feelings, ways of seeing the world, new ways. I'm sorry, y'all. So, moon in Aries. It's what we are experiencing right now. It's reacting and responding to new ways of see the world, new ways of feeling about how we see the world, new ways of expressing our feelings, and the birth of new ideas, the birth of new creative endeavors. Alright? Aries is ruled by Mars, so our emotions can be more passionate today, more aggressive. It depends on your alignments. And it's Aries was born out of the first house, so our emotions can be very personal today. And when others try to cross their own emotions or ideas about our perspectives of the world or about our creative endeavors, we might take that very personal, and they just might be saying something from an opinion or even logical perspective, and you might take it very personal, very close to your heart. But that's Moon in Aries often can bring healing emotions because Aries is the birth, Scorpio is the death. So it can birth new emotions to heal us and to replace some old and negative emotions. Alright? But that depends on your alignments. Okay? And yesterday I did not talk about Chiron. Chiron is one of the asteroids that I feel that is more relevant to talk, at least from my perspective, is the one that I understand better right now. So Chiron is the wounded healer. It's like you have where you have Chiron is where you have wounds that you can help heal on others, but they will never heal for you. There will always be a extremely soft spot. And by Chiron being in Aries, that can be more expressive, your wounds can be more aggressive, you can respond more aggressive to your wounds, but it's a great time for healing uh, your own wounds. It depends where Chiron is in your chart, but with this, it's like when you have when you are hurt and there was a treatment that was burn the place where it was hurt, the wound, burn the wound, and then it will treat. The fire will close the wound and prevent further infection. Chiron Aries is like that. Alright? So let's pass to the alignments of today. We have Moon in Aries trining Mercury in Leo. This is a gift between our thoughts and our communication and how we feel comfortable and with our reactions. But this is a gift of explosion because Moon is in Aries and Mercury is in Leo. Is a gift to express violently or um, dramatically, I think that's right, our emotions through our verbal communication. Our emotions, you might not feel so passive, passionate, or explosive inside of you, but when you communicate, might come out as an explosion. All right, and it's a gift to communicate our individuality from an individualistic uh, emotional perspective. Yes, that sounds right. Alright? You will express your individuality if you feel comfortable about the passion that you have about your individuality. Then we have Moon squaring Venus. Wait. Oh, no. 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 That must be an old the alignment from yesterday. Because the Moon is in Aries, it might be upon the degrees as well. But the Moon in Aries is sextiling Venus in Gemini. So it's an opportunity to communicate the things that we value, the things that we love, the things that we compromise with, to feel comfortable about communicating it, and to feel comfortable about others communicate the things that they value. But we are feeling comfortable if it comes from feelings, from a passionate place, or from an individual and personal place. Not everybody, not every way of communicating. It has to come from personal, from feelings, from an individual standpoint. Because Aries and Aquarius, also a sextile, they are the most, or they have the most potential to be the most individuals. Okay? They both share traits of the warrior and of the rebel. So it is to be individual, for us to feel comfortable to communicate or receive this communication about the things that we or others love, appreciate, and compromise with. Next, We have Mars squaring Jupiter. This is learning to expand our passions and to expand our goals, our motivation in a realistic, business like way. Alright? Because Jupiter is in Cap, it falls, so we have to integrate our spirituality and our individuality in this realm, which we call Earth, that is more slow, the shapes and forms take a long time to change, and we need stability, safety, and to feel comfortable. On the other hand, we have Mars in Aries, which is very electric, very fiery, very action wise, very goal oriented. That's a good way to equilibrate this aspect because Jupiter in Cap and Mars in Aries, it's very goal oriented. So we have the possibility to learn how to spiritually react, expand our reality towards or with goals in mind that are connected or derived from our individuality, our feelings, or our way or our personal way to see the world. Alright? Next, Mars squaring Pluto. Drinking some cola, making my stomach work. Then Mars squaring Pluto. This is learning how to take power and control or to transform our actions, our goals, our motivations, our passions, and how our personality or individuality as well. Then Jupiter sextile Neptune. This one here is a bit tricky because Neptune is like a bigger version of Jupiter and it's in Pisces. But then Jupiter is in Cap. So this sextile would be very good if Jupiter was not falling. So we have opportunities to dream, to have great imagination about a bad thing, which is having to limit or expand our spirituality into the physical realm. So it's opportunities to lower our spirituality, lower in quotes, because that's not a bad thing. It might actually be a very good thing if you are spiritual and cannot find a way to be stable. This is a very good thing. An opportunity to have imaginations, to have dreams about bringing spirituality into reality in a stable and constructive and business gold mode. Alright, so opportunities to expand our dreams and illusions about spirituality in reality. Okay? Whew, I feel the powerful energy in there in Jupiter sextile Neptune. But because I'm a Taurus moon, I have a lot of placements in Aquarius. I need to more time to feel because I receive from the exterior. I receive, I communicate, then it goes in, and then I think and practicalize. After that, and if I'm able to, I will feel it. Okay? Then we have Sun trining Mars. This is gifts between our actions and our motivations, gifts between our individuality from both ends, gifts between our expression and passion. So that might be explosive actions, passion actions, passion expressions, motivated expressions, destructive or a birth to a new way to act, birth gifts that brings us a new way to express ourselves, a new way to be an individual, to express our individuality as well. Okay, Sun trining Mars. gifts between our passions and our actions, gifts between our motivations and how we express ourselves. Then we have Sun squaring Uranus. This is learning how to express our individuality, learn how to change our individuality, learn how to rebel or to be or to have to rebel against others' individualities and expressions, or learn how to be an original individual, or learn to have original in expressions, actions, and individualities. Also, just going back then, Sun trining Mars, a gift to pay attention to our passions and motivations. Just make sure that your motivations and passions are in the right area of your life, because with the Sun in Leo, when we pay attention to something, it will grow very fast. So, especially Mars in Aries as well, whatever you are paying attention now, if you are motivated about it and passionate about it, it will grow. But if it can grow too much and explode, alright? Be careful. Then Sun squaring Uranus. Sun is in Leo, Uranus is in Taurus. So we might learn to be a bit more stable, to be more patient, and to receive better others' individualities as well, but in a changing, rebellious, original, new, and opposing way. It's weird, I know. That's it. That's it. That's what we are experiencing right now. Learn to be a new individual, learn to be an original individual, learn to have original actions, and learn how to change and rebel your own individuality and expression and actions. Then, Moon sextiling Saturn. Is it? Because it's early degrees of Pisces and Saturn is later degrees of Cap, so I think it's a square. Moon squaring Saturn. Alright? This is learning how to feel comfortable about reality. And it's in a way where it's learning how to be stable, how to be comfortable, how to create a status, how to create a business about feeling comfortable about our own individuality, our own passions, our own motivations, and with some aggressiveness as well. Then we have Mercury trining Chiron. These gifts between our wounds and our communication. Okay? Our individual communication, our original communication. So we can heal our or others' wounds through the way we communicate and think about ourselves, about our ego, about our individuality, or about others' individuality or others' ego and ways to express themselves. Then we have Jupiter conjuncting Pluto. This is a very strong conjunction that is in play for a very long time now. This is expanding, deep, dark, transforming moments about reality, business, and status and infrastructure. We see that a lot on shadow government. They are destroying their own. That's more in Saturn conjuncting Pluto, but they are all conjuncting with each other, either strongly or weaker. So yeah, let's take. As an Aquarius, sometimes I just want to wrap things up on the same box, but step by step, okay? Jupiter conjuncting Pluto, expanding, deep dark transformations, expanding or experiencing deep dark uh, power and control issues in areas of business, status, infrastructure, sta- stability, and feeling safety. Sa- I'm sorry, feeling safe about your reality. All right. Then Saturn conjuncting Pluto. This is deep dark transformation of our limits and boundaries, deep dark transformation of our way to get to point A to point B, to get across something, to go from one area of our life to another area of our life. Also, deep dark transformations about our stability and our networking. Saturn is exalted in Libra. Saturn loves to network. All right. And wait. Saturn conjuncting Pluto. Yes. It uh, limits, placing limits and boundaries on others, trying to take power and control over our own space. Saturn rules Aquarius, so it's very about our own space, our own bubble, our own frequency and vibration. So people or groups of people may try to take power or to transform your own space, your own individuality, so you might have to put some limits and boundaries to cross some lines for others to not invade your personal space. And weaker, but we have Jupiter conjuncting Saturn. This is expanding our reality, expanding or experiencing more our reality, expanding or experiencing limits and boundaries, expanding or experiencing networking, and Saturn is also known as death or time. Time is the same as death, okay? Because if we would be immortals, time would be irrelevant, okay? So, so that's why time is relevant for our spirits, because our spirits cannot be destroyed or die. So with Saturn conjuncting Pluto and Jupiter, with those three conjuncting each other in Cap, there is a major changing, transforming, expansion, and destruction of infrastructures, of business, of networking, and of deep, dark, emotional power and motivation happening all over the world. Okay? The shadow government is destroying their own buildings, making people buildings not just physical, also infrastructures and organizations, because Saturn also um, influences organizations because it rules Aquarius. Aquarius is the organization side, Cap is the business and the get going profit, not just money but energetical profit side of Saturn. So, and then with Jupiter we have the emotional and the belief. With Pluto we have the transformation and the deep emotional desire. Alright? So with these three conjuncting, the shadow government has been destroying their own infrastructures, making people react to it, then they give energy and money so they can reconstruct and keep people believing in the old system, but now with new names, new faces, new functions, but the goal is the same: to control, to put everyone in the same magic square, in the same mental cage, so you think you need to do something to be happy. No, you can do anything. So you think that you cannot do this. No, you can do whatever you want, just make sure it's right for your own energy and spirit. And spirit, aka space. Uh, they make you worry about something that you don't need to be worried about. They make you go to certain process to reach a certain lifestyle or to reach a certain goal. You can do it in any way. especially your way. You can do it anyway. You don't have to do anything. They just make us do all things, to think that we need to do this to access higher form of knowledge, information, energy, and gains, while they are doing their own the simplest, the best way, which is doing on their own terms, and they are making us doing on their own terms. That's the thing. We have to do it in our own terms, and they limit knowledge, wisdom, and resources. They take over and control resources for them to be exalted. Right? But everyone can do that. Like Dolo said in one of his live streams, if you give $1 million to a guy and that guy doesn't know what to do with that $1 million, you're safe. You don't need to worry about it. And if it knows what to do with $1 million, we all are better, right? So there is no need to monopolize and to limit gains, knowledge, energy, wisdom, money, and resources. Everyone can be exalted. Everyone can live their greatest life. You don't need to do anything. But with this Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune conjunction, there is a change in the system to make it look new, but keeping you away from your greatest power, which is being yourself. All right. In a very light mode. There are very layers and very ways to go. But shadow government, there is no need to do that. We all can uh, be rich. We can all be very powerful. We can all have insane amount of energy. We can all uh, uh, can have all types of technology. We can all have all types of knowledge. We can all live together and powerful and creating the best world and the best place for our spirits to experience and relate to each other. You don't need to control and to monopolize and to choose who gets exalted and who gets to live a good life and who gets who to be dumb and deaf and blind and sheep. You don't need to do that. Everyone can live happy, but I get you. Some people are really dumb and lost in desires, but most of them, it's because of your soul group, shadow government. We can all live together. There is no need to make people believe in fake things. Okay? We can all do this together. We can all expand in our own way. Even yourselves. I get you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Sometimes you're annoying, shadow government. But I don't hate you. I get you. As an Aquarius, I think people are dumb. I think people need to take things more serious. I think that people need to be organized by myself or for people that think like me or my soul group. But that's a thing that I've learned not to think about it, not to think that way. Everyone can do everything in their own way. Alright? Continuing. Sun conjunct, this is more weaker aspects that we are about to experience or that we are leaving behind. Sun conjuncting Mercury, this is thinking about our individuality, communicating our individuality or how we express ourselves. Just be careful to not want your attention to all yourself. During this time, you can just talk about you and the things that you do because Sun and Mercury in Leo can be very selfish, can be very dramatic, can be self-centered. You may want the whole stage to yourself. Be careful with that because then an Aquarius or an Aquarius might shoot your your ego down from the high place where you were, or the Scorpio might sting your ass. That's no need for that. Sun trining Chiron, gifts to heal our or other wounds or mistakes. That's right, Chiron is all about mistakes as well. So with Chiron in Aries, going a lot back, it can be a birth to new mistakes, but that can be used to heal. Chiron is mistakes because there is no mistakes, there is no wrong. You just experienced in a different way, and that's where the mental cage that the shadow government puts us in enters in a very great way. Like Who said that you doing something like that was wrong or a mistake? It was not. It was just an experience. That's it. Mistakes are just experiences, but the way that we think that things should be done makes us believe that what we done was wrong. No, it was cool. Okay? Sun training Chiron, this is individual mistakes, dramatic mistakes, or healing wounds through your individuality or your expression or your actions or your expressive or dramatic actions. Dramatic actions can cause mistakes as well or create wounds, but I feel, at least for me, this fire energy is helping me heal up. Alright? Then we have Moon conjuncting Chiron. This is feeling comfortable with our mistakes, feeling comfortable with our wounds, feeling comfortable with individual, personal mistakes and wounds. Okay? Then we have Mercury opposing Saturn. Saturn is like 27 degrees, right? It's better for me to start writing the degrees so I know. So, Mercury. Because Mercury would oppose Saturn if Saturn was in Aquarius. But Saturn is not in Aquarius. Right? So this is a square. Learn to think or to communicate our reality, how we stable, how we feel comfortable about our living circumstances. Learn to think about that, learn to communicate about that from an individual, expressive, egotistical perspective. Then we have Mercury squaring Uranus. It is learning how to communicate in a more stable way, or to think in a more stable, in a more receiving, in a more caring, in a more no, I will not give up, in a more loving way, our individuality, our expression, our feelings about our own individuality. There's some powerful alignment here. Because I have Taurus moon and Uranus is in Taurus, so I'm feeling, stable change, selfish communication. Learn to be stable while we change our own selfish communication. Okay. I think that's all. I like doing this. I like doing this. So, see you next time. There is a lot of fire energy going on and a lot of Capricorn energy going on. So, general resume, feelings, expression, imaginations, and ways to see the world, and structured business, receiving responsibilities, all adding up. So, expressing responsibilities, expressing business, centering those through our individuality, and a very fire infrastructure as well. But that was a bit of a ramble. So, take care of yourself. Be always an individual. Remember, you are no thing, no shape or form. You are just your spirit, aka your space. You don't have to do anything. Just be yourself. Resonate on your own frequency and vibration. Ride the esoteric waves. Don't get drowned and get washed up under the current. React on your own way. Don't let others outside of you, don't let outside programs tell you how to react and how to do things. You don't need to do anything, you don't have to do anything, you just need to be yourself. And be aware of the tidal waves because they can drown you, they can send your space away to a space where it does not have business with in, or to a space where it doesn't like to be in, and you start to manifest a lot of fucked up shit. But remember that the tidal waves are the most ones to surf because all spirits love a good wrecking moment, ups and downs. So, esoteric cloud surfer, surfing the esoteric waves. See you next time.